Presidential Tribunal Petition has postponed the hearing of the Labour Party and Allied People's Movement's petitions till next week. Hi, welcome to what's happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Presidential Tribunal Petition has postponed the hearing for the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, who are contesting the outcome of the February 25th election. The adjournment was made after objections were raised to the admissibility of documents presented by the petitioner. The hearing for the Labour Party will commence on June 5th at 2 p.m. The Allied People's Movement's petition was also adjourned until June 9th. The lawyers for the respondents, including INEC APC President Bola Tinubu and Kabiru Masari, agreed to the judgment, stating that they had not yet received the judgment. At number 2, President Bola Tinubu has appointed Senator Ibrahim Hadejia, a former Deputy Governor of Jigawa State, as Deputy Chief of Staff, and George Akume, a former Minister of Special Duties, as Secretary to the Government of the Federation. The announcement was made in a statement signed by the State House Director of Information, Abiodun Oladunjoye. At number 3, the Nigeria Labour Congress is demanding an investigation into the fuel subsidy system in Nigeria. The NLC President Joe Ajaero criticized President Bola Tinubu's decision to remove fuel subsidies without consulting the Nigerian people and called for a probe into corruption in the subsidy system. The NLC National Executive Council discussed the removal of subsidies and the resulting increase in petrol prices. At number 4, in a statement on Friday, the Ondo Speaker said the purported letter of resignation, which is in circulation, is the handiwork of the fifth columnists who are bent on throwing Ondo State into anarchy, particularly the House of Assembly. Recalling news broke about Bamidele Oloyelogun, who is the Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, indicating that he has stepped down from his role as the leader of the state's legislative branch. The report stated that the letter was signed and addressed to the clerk of the House. At number 5, the suspended chairman of the 17 local government areas in Plateau State have protested against their suspension, stating that it could harm the democratic order. This came after the state governor Caleb Mutfwang suspended them to allow for an investigation by the State House of Assembly. The suspended chairman, led by State Algon Chairman Alex Nantwam, responded quickly, criticizing the decision in a press conference. They cited a release from the governor's special assistant on media, Gyang Bere, as the source of their concern. At number 6, the Oyo State Police Command has announced that Lamidi Mukaila, also known as Auxiliary, who is the immediate chairman of the Park Manager System Disciplinary Committee, is wanted for various crimes including attempted murder, causing harm, arms dealing, murder, armed robbery, and kidnapping. The police have released his photograph and are asking the public to provide any information they have on his whereabouts. This was confirmed by the State Commissioner of Police CP Adebowale Williams during a press briefing at the State Police Command headquarters in Ibadan. At number 7, the Out One is worried about how the new fuel price will impact its members. The National President of the Union, Adedamola Adeniran, stated on Friday in Lagos that the increase in fuel prices is creating difficulties for its members in terms of earnings and customer base. According to Mr. Adeniran, members of app-based transport companies can't increase fares like independent cab drivers, branded taxi drivers, and bus drivers. He suggested that these companies should raise their prices by 200% and set a minimum trip fare of 2,000 naira. At number 8, the Controller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, retired Colonel Hamid Ali, inaugurated a $3.2 billion modernization project that aims to fully automate the NCS, eliminating corruption and improving processes. The project was handled by Trade Modernization Project Limited and was chosen for its benefits in driving efficiency, transparency, and effectiveness. Despite challenges, the project will enable the NCS to adapt to market dynamics, automate operations, and contribute to the growth and well-being of Nigerians. At number 9, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, has announced that the court will begin its annual vacation on July 24, 2023 and will end it on September 25, 2023. During this period, the litigating public can only approach the functional courts located closest to them. This information was disclosed in a statement by Dr. Catherine Obi Christopher, the FHC's Assistant Director of Information in Abuja. Finally, at number 10, there has been continued violent conflict between army and paramilitary forces in Khartoum and Darfur for nearly 7 weeks, despite efforts to negotiate a ceasefire. The army has brought in additional troops to participate in operations in the Khartoum region, and it is expected that a major attack will be launched against the paramilitary groups. The US has imposed sanctions on both sides for their role in the violence, including banning 2 significant arms companies for the Sudanese armed forces. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.